Somebody gonna try to sneak this in, y'all. But we excited to see him. Well, I'm excited. You excited?
I am excited. I like Marlon Wayans.
Yeah. Like this is like one of the films in 2025 that like I can't like it's no question. I had to go see it. So we seen it on opening day. So we're gonna watch it. And when we get home, y'all, we're gonna discuss it. She gonna have to carry all that in. But yeah, when we get home, y'all, we're gonna sit down and tell you guys what we thought about it. All right, y'all. So we just got back from the theater. We just walking in, getting the kids settled and everything. But before we get too deep into it, let me say welcome back for everybody that's joined us again and anybody seeing us for the very first time. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Malika. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us and supporting us. We appreciate all the love and all the good comments, and we're looking forward to more. But I think we're talking about him.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to do a non-spoiler review for anybody that wanna go see it, but we want to give you guys enough information so you can decide if you want to spend your money to go see it in the theater or wait until it's coming out at home on streaming.
We're trying not to spoil it, but it was intense. I would say this. It was very intense because I could feel my body tensing up watching it. You know, it was very, very interesting. I think very spiritual, but also there was like a lot of, I don't know how to explain it. I think to get it, you have to have a spiritual mind. I would say that, yes.
Yeah.
You have to be able to like see beyond things. If you really get it, it's good.
So you think it was more spiritual than anything?
No, I don't think it was only spiritual. I think it was spiritual. I think he had a lot to do with the climate that we live in America. I think he had a lot to do with that. So not only spiritual, but he had a lot to do with like spirituality, but also I guess systemic racism. I would say that.
You gotta explain systemic racism for the slow people like me.
So systemic racism is what I mean by that is like we all know here in America, and I say in America because to be honest, like in I'm from Africa originally, so like there we don't really racism isn't really a big thing. I really honestly didn't know anything about racism until I stepped foot in this country. So I would say here, the reason why I say systemic racism is like how you have to be a certain way in order for you to move up in society.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a quote from the movie. He said, as a black man black quarterback, I had to be great in order to be good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what I'm talking about. Like you have to be, you have to be that. And not only that, like, it's like it can't be too many of us in one place. I got that from that as well. So like I said, I took a lot away from it, and I don't want to say too much and spoil it, but
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So when I saw it, truly, I saw myself in it as well, because I felt like as a black person, whether you're African or whatever, living in this country, watching that really takes you there, because you feel at work, you have to be like greater than good. You have to be greater than most in order to be recognized,
It's not a spoiler, y'all, but one thing that kind of like triggered me and kind of like bothered me a lot, he was like, he said he was talking about like the football field and like the football games. He said like in the skyboxes, those are the guys. And in the skyboxes, he's talking about the owners, and we all know all the owners are like white and everything. But
I really hate that they call them owners. I really hate that. I don't know why. I don't know why they call them that.
But okay, all right.
I digress.
But I'll segue to what I took, because and that's why I wanted to bring her on, y'all, because I feel like she's going to, like, because I wouldn't say anything like that. Like, I think you were spot on, because what I got from it, I think I'm still, like, on the surface level compared to what you got from it. But, because I love, like, series like Spartacus and I wasn't that much into the
Gladiator.
Gladiator, but like Spartacus, like I like indulged in that so much, y'all. I was like deep into that series and all the spin-offs. But what I got from him, it reminded me of back in those times. Like Marlon's character, he did represent a lot. Like this is our Coliseum and stuff like that. I don't know if he said that, but he said something along that line. So even down to his house and how everything was set up, and they had like a medic on site, and the medic, if you watch any of the Gladiator stuff, it was always like some type of like medicine man helping the gladiators, but the medicine man himself was also trapped in the Coliseum. So we see that play out a lot between like, I think his name is Tyriq White. I think I'm confusing the characters.
Isaiah White.
Isaiah White, yeah.
Was Marlon Wayans.
No, I'm trying to, Tyriq Withers, I think. I'm thinking about the actor.
Which one?
The light-skinned guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tyriq Withers. I apologize if I said the wrong name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But we see his character and the guy that playing the medicine man or the medic, we see like this Coliseum vibe going on. So every time Tyriq's character got hurt, he's the one like healing him. I know something else. I don't think you guys will get it. Well, some of you guys may get it if you into like Marlon Wayans stand-up. I don't know if you caught it. You know what I'm thinking?
The joke?
Not the joke. That's another point I want to touch on, but not the joke. But it's like throughout the whole movie, it was like one thing that stood out a lot.
I want to say.
I want to see if you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking.
The stage of when the guy walked in that room.
The stage. No, I don't think you think what I'm thinking.
Okay.
All right, if you think, okay, so Martin's stand-up, he usually talks about his family. In his stand-up Good Grief, he talks about his parents. But in his up-and-coming special, I don't know the name of it yet, but in his up-and-coming special, he talks about his brothers. And we recently saw his stand-up. But what he did...
Isn't that Wild Child? You say
Wild Child probably be the name of it. But what he did was, every time he spoke about one of his brothers, he impersonated him, but him being related to them and like knowing their mannerisms and their voice, like Malika said it, y'all. She said like at one point it seemed like you were talking to like or looking at one of the older brothers, not Marlon. So whenever he talked about Damien, the way he explained Damien was kind of like this.
The wise one. The evil one.
Yeah, the evil one. Like y'all know Damien from My Wife and Kids and everything, but every time he talked about him, he was like, yeah, evil. He's like an evil bully. So the oldest one was like the mentor, but Damien was kind of like the twisted one. So every time, like, what was that joke? Like, he was saying like some outrageous stuff, like saying like he made them like smear like poop on their nose and say like, yeah, it's gonna make you tough and stuff like that. But to me, I feel like in this film, he embodied like Damien. Like the whole like, because when he did Damien on stage, he made Damien seem like evil.
I would have to disagree with that, because saying that, he kind of like takes the shine away from Marlon himself and puts it on Damien.
Because not taking anything from Marlon, because Marlon did his thing, y'all. Like
he really did.
Because I think I went into it thinking that he was gonna be the comic relief, y'all. He had really no comedic parts. I mean, even the parts that were supposed to be comedic had some
sinister,
had some darkness to it. So you didn't laugh. So
I laughed, but
yeah, I mean,
I have a bit of a dark sense of humor. So
yeah, but it was other characters that had more of a comedic relief than Marlon's character. But in this, he was like 95% dramatic. So we see him a different light. Like he did his thing. But I'm not saying like we could take away from like him like kind of embodying like Damien and just take away from him. To me, that kind of like that makes like what he did like even more impressive.
There was that, and then when I say religious, and you can cut that out if you feel like it's spoiler. But did you remember when they were sitting at the table?
Oh yeah, that did the glimpse of the Last Supper.
Exactly. So yeah, so there were a lot of things in there like that. But to me, I feel like it was all evil. But then again, it is very, very, very centered around systemic racism and like how Black people are held back in a lot of the things that they do. You know, it's like there's just so much. Even like when the group of them came it has a lot to do with that, with racism, with how black people are held back, how many black people cannot make it to the light. It's got to be one that is like, the golden child. There's got to be only one golden child. There cannot be multiple, as opposed to all the villains, they were all white.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's a lot. I just don't want to spoil it, so I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a spoiler, but I think, what's her name, Julia Fox?
Yes.
You think, you know who she represented?
Yep.
Well,
Kim
K?
Kardashian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's messed up. Like, it's not a spoiler at all because you can see it in the trailer.
Yeah.
But she, everything about her was Kim K, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And the
way
fact
they placed her for her butt. Her butt was kind of like rounded and like
yeah, she was also
lopsided.
selling like cosmetic stuff.
Yes. She was talking about these random stuff that she's selling. But that's pretty much what Kim Kardashian does as well. She be selling random things and people be jumping on and buying it.
Wow,
so,
that was a jab at her.
Yeah, I think it was.
Because like the fact like that family only dates like famous black people and then divorce them, have kids with them. Oh wow, it's definitely a film we gotta like rewatch. Because I feel like films like this, you'll like the second and third watch you'll catch stuff that you didn't like. Like I feel like you'll catch stuff that you missed the first time.
One other thing is like also how the system in America is designed to make black people believe that in order for you to shine, you gotta step on your brother.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a great point because it makes you think about all the other black characters in the film. Because all of like no one was when it comes to like it was all black men as well. So when it comes to all the black men in the film, no one was like nice to each other. Everybody like hated each other guts. Seemed like
trying to step on each other. And another thing that I caught as well. I don't know if you caught that the thing about black men having daddy issues. Black men not growing with their fathers, having that anger in them, right? So Marlon was one of them. Marlon didn't have his father, so he tried to like make the boy think that his dad hated him too because he was hated. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. Because and it brought me back to one scene where they was talking about he was talking about child, like the younger guy was talking about childhood trauma, and Marlon's character was like, I had it worse. So that would make me even better.
Yeah.
So it's, okay, I think we said enough. Yeah, I think we said enough to start the conversation or get you guys' interest. But if you can tell by now, we do like recommend you guys see this film.
Definitely watch it so it can spark a discussion. So you can tell me if you think I'm right about everything that I saw. And I've seen more. So I wanna when it dies down, everybody gets to watch it and everything.
Do a spoiler review. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Maybe when it comes to streaming, we can like do a spoiler review.
Yeah, when you watch it, let us know in the comments.
Once you get past because it's a lot of blood and guts at a certain point. So once you get past that, you'll be good. Yeah. All right, y'all. But if you watch up to this point, we appreciate you for kicking it with us. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna ask for nothing, but y'all know what to do if you want to do it. But all right, see y'all in the next one.